Okay, it is my last night, or second to last night, in Sardinia. I wanted to make a quick video of driving tips in Sardinia. So I've driven around a bunch of Italy before. Sardinia is definitely a place where if you really want to get around the island, you are not going to get away with not renting a car here. You are going to need a car. I wish I could rent that one, but it's a business. Yeah, the public transport here is very long. It's not going to be quite as efficient as the rest of Italy. So, that being said, let's go over the tips. GPS. The GPS works. You definitely will need it. I don't know how the hell I would have done this 20 years ago without GPS, but it will not advise you of dirt roads, construction, all that stuff. So, you got to be real mindful. There are going to be roads that you're going down where that spidey sense has to start kicking in. Like, if it starts getting like really narrow, there's a lot of cars, a lot of parking, take a look at the GPS, think about where you're going, think about how bad you want to go there. Because this might be the point where you go, you know what? I'm just gonna park the car here and walk. Because there were situations I got in where, yeah, it might have been like, if I went straight through, I would have had to back out, I don't know, 100 meters, whatever, kilometers, miles, whatever. Instead, just park the car and walk. Tip number 2, this is more of a general Sardinia travel tip. Try to avoid July and August. I'm here, it is the end of September. It is beautiful. I'm walking down an empty street right now. I'll go back to the main street. It's still super warm, and this is the very end of September. I've been diving, swimming, boating, having a great time, probably paying half the prices. And back to the driving tips, there's not a lot of cars. I haven't run into too many situations with that GPS issue. And the GPS is going to take you off-road. Be mindful of the rental car agreements or policies on that. We'll find out if anything happens with mine because I don't remember. Gas. I don't know why, but for some reason, none of my credit cards have been working at most of the gas stations. So you might have to pay in euro at the gas stations. Just be mindful of that. Make sure when you're on the road, you have cash just in case. I don't know what it is. I'm not sponsored by any credit cards or anything like that, so I'm not gonna talk positive or negative about them, but they are not working at the gas stations. Parking. There's gonna be times where it's nice. There's like a nice little marked spot. You're gonna go, oh, this is where I park. That is not gonna be everywhere you go. I am not a cop. I am not a lawyer. I do not work for the Italian government, but here's my parking advice. Some of the times, you are just going to have to put the damn car where it fits, assuming you don't block anybody, don't block any driveways, don't block any streets, but there were definitely parts along the road, along the beaches, even in some of the cities, where I was like, whatever, the car fits, we'll just leave it there and hopefully it's there tomorrow morning or when you get back from the beach or whatever. Most of the rental cars here are going to have an agreement that you are going to need to bring the car back washed. It's not exactly standard in the US. Obviously, you want to fill it with gas, so they're going to charge you the tourist price. But you're going to want the rental car washed. If you don't drive manual, specify you want automatic. This is a good place. They don't seem to charge too much more for automatic if you want it. Going city to city, not a big deal. You are pretty much going to always be on paved roads when you're going city to city. It's going to be when you get to that beautiful city and you want to go to that beautiful beach or that beautiful mountain. That's when the GPS might not be your best friend. Bonus tip from last night's video before we say goodbye to the coast. There's a lot of bicyclists. Watch out for them. That's kind of common sense. But here's bonus tip 2. There are not a lot of places like this to pull over when you're driving. So you're going to see this beautiful sea to the side of you. Don't skip a spot like this. You're not here long enough. If you see a good place to pull over, pull over and enjoy it. Let's do one more tip from the car wash. The car wash, the cheapest one is €7, and I'm gonna have to pay €1 here to clean out the seats. The rental car company would charge me €22. So, if you're in a rush, I would just pay the €22. If I would have known how long it was gonna take, by the way, there's like quite a line behind, not for this, but if I would have known how long it was gonna take, I think I would have just paid the €22.